You're staring at your phone right now, waiting for that one person to text back. The person who claims you mean everything to them. The person who said they'd always be there, but it's been hours, maybe days, and nothing. Complete silence. And your brain is going crazy trying to understand how someone who supposedly loves you can just vanish like you don't exist. Here's what's gonna mess with your head. Sometimes the people who love you the most are the exact ones who ignore you the most. And the reason why will completely change how you see relationships. Let me tell you something that sounds backward, but is absolutely true. The closer someone feels to you, the more comfortable they become ignoring you. And once you understand the psychology behind this, every confusing relationship in your life is going to make sense. So if you've ever been hurt by someone's silence, if you've ever wondered why the people who claim to care the most seem to care the least, keep watching because this explanation is going to hit you right in the chest. First reason, they think you're not going anywhere. This is the hard truth nobody wants to admit. When someone truly loves you and feels secure in that love, they stop trying as hard. Think about it. In the beginning, they texted you constantly, made time for you, prioritized you above everything. But now, they leave you on read for 12 hours without thinking twice. Why? Because they've already won you. You're theirs. You've proven your loyalty, your consistency, your love. So in their mind, consciously or unconsciously, they don't need to work for your attention anymore. They know you'll still be there tomorrow, next week, next month. They take you for granted not because they don't love you, because they love you so much they believe you're permanent. They ignore you because they're absolutely certain you won't leave. And the twisted part? The more you prove you won't leave by tolerating the neglect, the more they ignore you. But here's where it gets complicated. They ignore you because they're processing their own feelings. When someone loves you deeply, it's overwhelming. It's scary. It's vulnerable. Some people know how to handle that intensity of emotion, so they pull back. They create distance. They go silent. Not because they don't care, but because they care too much, and it terrifies them. Every text they could send, every call they could make, reminds them how much power you have over their heart. So they ignore you as a form of self-protection. They're trying to convince themselves they don't need you as much as they do. They're testing whether they can survive without constant contact. It's emotional self-sabotage, and you're the collateral damage. Now stay with me because this next part is crucial. And if you're nodding along right now, drop a comment telling me if you've experienced this. And hit that like button if someone's silence has ever made you question everything. Because what I'm about to say next will explain so much. They ignore you because they assume you already know. People who truly love you often make a dangerous assumption. They think their love is so obvious that they don't need to keep proving it. They showed up for you once, helped you through something difficult, told you they loved you months ago, and now they believe that's enough. In their mind, ignoring you doesn't contradict their love because the love is already established. They think, they know I care, so I don't need to text them every day. Meanwhile, you're over here feeling abandoned and confused. The problem is, love isn't a one-time declaration. It's a continuous action. But they don't get that. They genuinely believe their feelings are so strong that you should just feel them, even through the silence. Here's the one that'll hurt. They ignore you because you're their safe place. This sounds completely backward, but listen. Some people save their worst behavior for the people they love most, because those are the only people they trust not to leave. With everyone else, they're careful, polite, responsive. But with you, they let their guard down. They show you the messy, inconsistent, sometimes neglectful version of themselves because they believe you'll love them anyway. You become the person they don't have to perform for. And while that's a compliment in a twisted way, it feels like punishment. You get the version of them that's tired, distracted, emotionally unavailable. Everyone else gets the highlight reel. You get the behind-the-scenes chaos. They ignore you because you're the only person safe enough to ignore. But wait, there's more. They're testing you. Some people who love you will ignore you just to see if you'll chase them. It's manipulative, it's immature, but it happens. They want to know if you love them as much as they love you. So they go silent and wait. Will you panic? Will you reach out first? Will you fight for them? In their messed up logic, your reaction to being ignored proves how much you care. If you blow up their phone, you love them. If you give them space, you don't care enough. It's a toxic game with no winning move, and you're the player who didn't even know you were playing. Now here's something research backs up. According to studies published in Personal Relationships Journal, people in close relationships often engage in something called relational maintenance complacency. Basically, the more secure and comfortable people feel in a relationship, the less effort they put into maintaining it. They stop doing the small things that built the connection in the first place. The calls, the check-ins, the thoughtful messages. Because in their mind, the relationship is solid enough to withstand neglect. They love you so much they believe the relationship is indestructible, so they stop feeding it. And slowly, quietly, the connection starts to starve. Another reason. They're overwhelmed by life and you're not the priority right now. This is the most human answer. Sometimes people who love you ignore you simply because they're drowning in their own stuff. Work stress, family issues, mental health struggles, personal crises. And when someone's overwhelmed, they retreat, they go silent, they shut down. It's not personal, even though it feels personal. The problem is they love you enough to assume you'll understand without explanation. They think they know I'm going through something, so they won't take this personally. But you don't know. You're left in the dark, creating stories about why they've disappeared, and none of those stories are kind to yourself. Here's the painful reality check. Sometimes they ignore you because the relationship has changed and they haven't told you yet. They still love you, but differently. Maybe they've outgrown the connection, maybe they've met someone new, maybe they're questioning everything. And instead of having the difficult conversation, they just fade. They ignore you hoping you'll get the hint. They love you enough not to want to hurt you with words, but they hurt you with silence instead. It's cowardice dressed up as kindness. And here's the thing nobody talks about. You might be ignoring them too. Sometimes relationships become a standoff where both people are waiting for the other to reach out first. Both people feel ignored. Both people feel neglected. Both people are sitting there thinking, if they really loved me, they'd text me. Pride turns into silence. Silence turns into distance. And suddenly 2 people who love each other deeply are strangers who won't pick up the phone. So what do you do with all this information? First, understand that being ignored by someone who loves you doesn't always mean they don't love you. It's complicated, messy, and often has nothing to do with your worth. But second, and this is important, don't let anyone convince you that being ignored is proof of love. Real love shows up. Real love communicates. Real love doesn't leave you guessing. If someone's silence is causing you pain, you have every right to address it. You have every right to say, I need more than this. Drop a comment right now telling me if you're the one being ignored or if you're the one doing the ignoring, because I bet some of you reading this just realized you're guilty of the same thing you're mad about. And smash that like button if this made you think about someone specific. Because the truth is, we've all been on both sides of this. The people who love you most might ignore you because they're comfortable, scared, overwhelmed, testing you, or just plain taking you for granted. But here's what you need to remember. You teach people how to treat you. If you accept being ignored, it becomes the norm. If you speak up, demand better, or walk away, you show them that silence isn't an option. Love should never make you feel invisible. And if it does, maybe it's time to ask yourself if that's really love at all.